Everlook Starfall. This is my fourth video about this server. I've been playing here 2.5 months. I started a week after it opened, and I just got to 60. So yes, that's how long it takes me to level in vanilla. 2.5 freaking months. I know a lot of people do it faster. I just can't. I can't, man. So the reason I wanted to play here is because I wanted to play traditional Alterac Valley in vanilla, which is hysterical to me. And we're just about in phase 3. That's coming up. So this is working out good for me. We're in phase 2, which means, there's not a lot, there are several quest hubs that aren't even in game yet, which could be concerning to some people. Like Celithus isn't, none of the quests are there yet. This server does have a vanity shop, pretty traditional stuff, nothing outrageous. Transmog looks, services, mounts. The mounts are a little unusual. It is a little jarring to see a mount in game that just should not be there. Outside of that, the services are totally fine. This is what you would expect, nothing unusual. The big issue here, as is often the issue, is server population. That has always been the issue. And I've mentioned this in the other 3 videos I did about this server, was my concern about the population and trying to figure out when it was going to find its bottom. It has reached its bottom. It's plateauing at this number. So high pop is around 850, and on the weekends it's around 1,000. During all other times, downtime is like 500. So what we have here is a population that's serviceable. This will get the things done that you need to get done. However, you will have great difficulty finding groups in any leveling dungeons. You'll have difficulty even finding 60 dungeons at the time that you want them, because there's just not, there's not tons of people. This is an issue. So again, I come to the same conclusion. I recommend the server for anybody that's kind of like in the same position I am, where I really don't care. I came to do BGs, and there's BGs running all the time, so that's not a concern for me. But to level from like 57 to 60, I ended up doing a lot of this right here. So if you're looking for a competitive raiding scene, this is not your server. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. If you want to do occasional raiding and rank up in BGs, this is your server. So really, this server is not going to be for a lot of people. That's really unfortunate. That's really, to me, that's sad, because this server is doing a great job giving me what I wanted, which was a traditional vanilla server without any fluff. But it's a grind. Vanilla is a grind, and that turns a lot of people off. And some of us have suggested that the server operators are taking suggestions from people. They want to know what it is they can do to increase the population, and the people that are here are just very resistant to the idea of experience rates that are any higher than 1x. And what can I tell you guys? You don't want Chinese players, and you don't want to speed up the XP rate. This is what you're going to have. So I got to 60 yesterday and immediately started running BGs. I had tried to enter BGs while leveling. Like, I got into 40 to 49 BGs twice, and then it just never happened again. And I didn't bother even trying to get into 50 to 59, because I check every day, I could see that they were not running. Just the 60s, but the 60s run all day and all night. Then again, I can see it's mostly all the same people. Like, there's probably, I don't know, I can't even guess. There's probably like 50 people on each side that just keep running BGs, which is a good enough number. Yeah, so I got in and I noticed that BGs during EU time, the Alliance are getting absolutely wrecked. I mean, just curb stomped over and over again. I must have ran like, I don't know, probably about 8 BGs with the EU people. I'm like, man, this sucks. Actually, it was kind of funny, but then I came back for NA time, and I was like, oh, this is much better. Everybody is equally awful during the NA time, which is what this is right here. And I actually had a really enjoyable time all night playing BGs with the NA guys. And, that's what I like too. Like, I like, I prefer efficient BGs, so I don't like really long BGs. But if they could just be, where everyone's kind of on equal footing and it's a challenge, but you win every time. or win most of the time. Even if we're 50-50, as long as it's efficient and there aren't people, going AFK or fucking around the whole time. So, I guess I'm going to say the same thing that I have been saying about this server. I really like this server. I think it's an awesome vanilla server. It's just not going to be for most people because they're not expanding XP. There's not a huge pop. You're just not going to have a challenging raid environment if that's what you like, which is what the majority of people like. This just is not the server for you, man. If you're in exactly my position, this is absolutely the server for you. Like, I'm going to roll into AV and have an awesome time. That's probably when I'll make my next video about the servers when AV comes out. I also might stream some of these BGs so you can see what's going on. I might stream an EU one so you can watch us get absolutely fucking stomped. And then stream an NA one so you can see, a bit of an equal challenge. Anyway, I'll catch you guys.